In the world of performance cars, some names never die. They just wait for the right moment to roar back. The Ford Capri is one of them. Once the symbol of rebellion and raw driving excitement in the 70s and 80s, it vanished into history, until now. The year 2026 marks a resurrection that no one saw coming. The Ford V8 Capri is back, and it's rewriting the rulebook on modern muscle. With a design that blends nostalgia and aggression, this isn't just a comeback, it's a statement. Ford isn't playing it safe. They're reviving a name that once ruled the streets and giving it a heart of thunder, a 5.0L naturally aspirated V8 that grows like a beast from another era. But here's the twist. Beneath the retro styling lies technology so advanced, it feels like the future disguised as the past. What happens when heritage meets hyper-modern power? Stay tuned because the story of the 2026 Capri is about to take an unexpected turn. Before you even hear the roar, the design of the new Capri stops you in your tracks. Ford has sculpted a body that's equal parts muscle and elegance. A long, sculpted hood, sharp LED matrix headlights, and a fastback roofline that screams pure aerodynamics. The front fascia is wide and low, inspired by the original MK1 Capri, but reimagined through futuristic design language. Subtle air intakes channel wind like veins carrying adrenaline through steel. The rear. It's all about presence. Quad exhaust tips, a thin LED bar stretching across the tail, and that legendary Capri badge glowing proudly beneath the Ford emblem. The car seems to crouch like a predator before it pounces. Every curve, every line whispers one thing: dominance. But there's more to this beauty than muscle. Ford's engineers didn't just design a car, they designed a feeling. The Capri's stance makes you want to drive it before you even touch the key. And here's the real question. Can a design this aggressive still stay true to the elegance that made the original Capri a classic? The answer is coming up next. Now let's talk about what truly defines the 2026 Ford V8 Capri, its heart. Beneath that sculpted hood lies Ford's legendary Coyote 5.0L V8 engine, tuned to deliver a staggering 480 horsepower and 450 lb-ft of torque. But this isn't just any old muscle car powertrain. Ford has re-engineered the V8 to meet 2026 strict emissions standards while keeping the raw soul alive. A new lightweight crankshaft, titanium valves, and active cylinder management mean it's both brutal and efficient. Paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission and optional 6-speed manual, the Capri gives you the choice between control and convenience. And that exhaust note, deep, raspy, and spine-chilling, reminds you why people still crave a real engine in an electric age. The Capri accelerates from 0 to 60 mph in just 3.9 seconds, a number that puts it dangerously close to supercar territory. But power isn't everything, because what Ford has done with its driving dynamics might be the most impressive part yet. Muscle without control is chaos, and Ford knows it. That's why the Capri's chassis has been fine-tuned with precision engineering. Built on a modified Mustang architecture, it uses a combination of aluminum and carbon fiber components to keep weight distribution near perfect. The steering system has been recalibrated for razor-sharp response, and an adaptive magnetic suspension constantly adjusts to every curve and bump in milliseconds. Whether you're gliding through city streets or slicing through mountain passes, the Capri feels alive, almost telepathic. Even better, Ford's DriveSense AI dynamically learns your driving behavior, adjusting throttle mapping and braking feedback to match your style. It's not just a machine anymore. It's a partner in performance. And yet, there's something deeper here. A balance between the brutal and the beautiful. It's a car that rewards bravery but punishes carelessness. What happens when you push it to the edge? That's where the Capri starts revealing its true personality. Open the door, and you're greeted by an interior that perfectly blends retro charm and modern luxury. The cabin design pays homage to the classic Capri cockpit. Circular analog-inspired gauges, a sporty 3-spoke steering wheel, and bucket seats wrapped in soft Napa leather. But surrounding that nostalgic core is the future: a 14-inch curved touchscreen digital instrument cluster, and an AI assistant that reacts to natural speech. Ambient lighting glows softly along the dashboard, customizable in 64 colors, from race-ready red to calm midnight blue. The stitching patterns subtly form the silhouette of the Capri itself, a small reminder that every detail has a purpose. Even the start button feels ceremonial, press it, and the V8 awakens like thunder in a cathedral. Ford calls it heritage interface, a design philosophy that connects the past and present in one seamless environment. But inside this comfort, there's a tension, a constant reminder that you're sitting inside something powerful enough to change your heartbeat. And that feeling, it's addictive. Underneath the classic spirit lies a brain of the future. The 2026 Ford Capri comes loaded with next-gen Blue Cruise 3.0, offering semi-autonomous highway driving. It maps road curvature in real time, predicts lane changes, and can even detect aggressive drivers nearby. The infotainment system runs on Ford SYNC Ultra, powered by AI for predictive control, meaning it knows your favorite routes, playlists, and even adjusts cabin temperature based on your mood. Over-the-air updates ensure the car keeps evolving, adding new features long after you buy it. There's also AR windshield projection, displaying navigation, performance data, and even track mode visuals directly on the glass. It feels less like a car and more like a living, breathing machine, always learning, always adapting. But the real innovation, Ford's smart vibration control, which tunes engine resonance to match your desired drive mode, calm, sport, or insane. It's the kind of tech that doesn't just serve you, it communicates with you. And what it tells you next will blow your mind. You think you know speed until you drive the Capri V8. On paper, 480 horsepower sounds thrilling. But behind the wheel, it feels nuclear. Ford engineers have tuned the car's torque delivery for near instant response. And the launch control system ensures zero wheel spin. The Capri's new track drive mode sharpens throttle response, firms up the suspension, and opens the exhaust valves fully, turning every tunnel into a concert hall of V8 glory. It doesn't just accelerate, it erupts forward. At top speed, the Capri reaches an electronically limited 186 mph, and the car feels astonishingly planted. The wide rear tires and active aerodynamics keep it glued to the tarmac, even under brutal acceleration. But here's the real twist. Ford designed a hidden legacy mode, a tribute setting that replicates the driving feel of the 1970s Capri. Imagine raw steering feedback, no traction control, and pure mechanical sound. It's a time machine for enthusiasts, but only for those brave enough to handle it. And that's the beauty of this machine. It respects the past, but demands courage in the present. Close your eyes for a second. Hear that deep, rumbling growl that builds into a feral scream as the revs climb. The 2026 Capri's exhaust system isn't just engineered, it's composed like music. Ford's acoustic engineers worked months perfecting the harmony of intake and exhaust notes, ensuring every acceleration gives you goosebumps. The sound changes with every mode in comfort. It's a subtle purr in sport. It's a bass, heavy snarl, and in track, it's pure symphony. Inside, you can feel the sound pulse through the floor and steering wheel, syncing with your heartbeat. Unlike artificial sound enhancements in many modern cars, this is 100% authentic. No fake speakers, no synthetic overlays. Just raw V8 thunder. It's not just noise, it's communication. Between man and machine. Between history and future. And once you hear it echoing off tunnel walls, you'll understand why the Capri isn't just returning. It's reviving the art of driving emotion. But the story doesn't end with sound. Because what Ford plans next might change the car world forever. The Capri V8 isn't just a car, it's a symbol of Ford's new era. In a world shifting rapidly to electric mobility, bringing back a roaring V8 seems almost rebellious. And that's exactly the point. Ford wants to remind the world that emotion still matters. That cars are not just transport, they're experiences. The Capri represents a dual strategy, keeping the soul of performance alive while preparing for electrified evolution. Rumors suggest an all-electric Capri variant may follow in 2027, carrying forward the same DNA but with zero emissions and instant torque. The V8 version is the bridge between eras, the last great roar before silence, and the start of something entirely new. Ford's designers say, "We didn't just build a car, we built a memory that moves." But the question remains, is this the final pure V8 Ford ever makes? Or is it the beginning of a new kind of legend? As the sun sets behind that muscular silhouette, the 2026 Ford Capri doesn't just represent power, it represents passion reborn. It's a car that dares to challenge an electric-dominated future with the sound of burning rubber and roaring cylinders. It brings back a feeling that modern cars have forgotten. The thrill of danger, the joy of control, the art of driving for the soul, not efficiency charts. Every inch of it whispers one message: legends never die. They just wait to be reawakened. The Capri's story began decades ago with dreamers and racers. Now, it continues for a new generation, one that refuses to let emotion fade from performance. So as Ford's masterpiece rolls out of the showroom lights, one question lingers in the air. Is this the last great V8? Or just the first of a new kind of revolution? Whatever the answer, one thing is certain. The Capri is back, and this time, it's not here to compete. It's here to dominate.